Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. Let's start with the top story. President Draupadi Murmu is currently on a 3-day state visit to Botswana. She held delegation-level talks with the President of Botswana, Duma Boko, at the President's office in Gaborone on Wednesday. MOUs were agreed upon in the health and pharmaceutical sector. Botswana will also donate 8 cheetahs to India as a goodwill gesture and for India's shared commitment to wildlife conservation. In a statement, the President of India said that two countries will engage in further cooperation in areas like health and pharmaceuticals. President Draupadi Murmu delivered a landmark speech to Botswana's National Assembly, the first by an Indian head of state, emphasizing deepened ties in trade, health, mining and wildlife conservation. Arriving in Delhi from Bhutan, PM Modi visited Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Narayan Hospital to meet Delhi car blast victims, vowing on social media to bring the conspirators to justice. In one of the largest coordinated operations in recent years, police in South and North Kashmir have raided more than 225 locations linked to banned Jamaat-e-Islami. Nearly 500 individuals with suspected links to banned organizations such as JEI and JKNOPs have been interrogated, with many detained under preventive laws and shifted to district jail Matan in Anantnag. In a related development, another doctor, Tajamul Malik from Diyashpura Kulgam, was detained in Srinagar in connection with the Delhi bomb blast. NIA investigation of the car blast near the Red Fort has intensified. The team is carrying investigation at various places. The team visited the blast site and have again checked the number of all vehicles that were parked there at the time of the blast. Investigations into Monday's suspected suicide bombing have revealed that the attacker acted in panic and desperation following a sweeping multi-state crackdown on a white-collar terror module. The suspected bomber, Dr. Umar Nabi, a Pulwama-based doctor who worked at Al Falah Hospital in Faridabad, is believed to have driven the white Hyundai i20 that exploded near the Red Fort. Sources said suspect Nabi acted hastily after several of his associates were arrested in recent raids across Faridabad, Jammu and Kashmir and Delhi NCR. India has slammed Pakistan for claiming that New Delhi had something to do with the Tuesday's blast outside a court in Islamabad. As stated by MEA spokesperson Randeep Jaiswal, India firmly rejects the unfounded and baseless accusations levelled by an evidently delusional Pakistani leadership. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is visiting Canada today to participate in G7 Foreign Ministers meet, on the sidelines of which he held bilateral meetings with his counterparts, including UK Foreign Secretary Uwet Cooper. The leaders affirmed the India-UK Vision 2035 for further strengthening cooperation between New Delhi and London across key sectors. Jaishankar also met his German counterpart Johann Vadeful in Niagara. The leaders discussed advancing strategic partnership and India-EU ties and also exchanged views on West Asia, Indo-Pacific and Afghanistan. The External Affairs Minister then met Foreign Minister of Brazil, Mauro Vieira. The leaders recognized the recent progress in bilateral cooperation and asserted that two sides are actively exploring opportunities for greater trade, investment, health and technology cooperation. Jaishankar also met French counterpart Jean-Noël Barrot. Leaders took stock of strategic partnership and discussed deepening cooperation in multilateral and plurilateral formats. Jaishankar also caught up with South African Foreign Minister Ronald Lamola in Niagara. External Affairs Minister also met his Mexican counterpart Dr. Juan Ramo de la Fuente. Two leaders discussed further advancing our cooperation across business, trade, health and pharmaceuticals and science and tech. India and Cuba signed a MOU in Havana comprising a treaty on mutual legal assistance in criminal matters and a protocol on cultural exchange and cooperation. The second and last phase of Bihar elections concluded on Tuesday, recording a voter turnout of 66.91%, which is the highest since first Bihar elections in 1951. Counting of votes is set to take place on 14th November. Indian Army's modernization aligns with India's global power goals at Delhi Defence Dialogue on Wednesday. Indian Army Chief hailed military diplomacy as a game changer for the world's second largest army. BSE Sensex closed higher at 84,466.51, up 595.19 points on Wednesday, driven by gains in auto, information technology and media sectors. While Nifty settled above 25,800 amid positive global cues. The Indian rupee closing at around 88.60 per US dollar on Wednesday, up 0.15% from the prior session's 88.56 amid ongoing weakness. Spot gold hit $4,141 per ounce, up 0.35% amid Fed rate cut bets and US budget hopes. In India, 24 carat surged to 1,25,980 per 10 grams. While spot silver climbed to $38.45 per ounce, up 0.8% on green energy demand and dollar weakness. WTI crude dipped to $60.85 per barrel, down 0.31%, while Brent held at $64.46 amid inventory builds and OPEC plus hikes. Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief Alexander Syrskyi stated on Tuesday that the military situation has markedly deteriorated in southeastern Zaporizhzhia, with Russian forces capturing 3 settlements. Russia's defense ministry said air defenses downed 22 Ukrainian drones overnight, including one near Moscow. Debris sparked a fire in Budenovsk industrial zone. Russian state news agency TASS on Wednesday cited a foreign ministry official as saying that Russia is ready to resume peace negotiations with Ukraine in Istanbul. The US House of Representatives is expected to approve a funding bill on Wednesday that would bring an end to the longest government shutdown in US history. US Supreme Court on Tuesday extended a freeze on a federal judge's ruling that would require the Trump administration to fully fund the SNAP food program in November. A US aircraft carrier strike group, Gerald Ford, has moved into the Latin America region, escalating a military buildup that has deepened tensions with Venezuela. British Health Minister Wes Keating on Wednesday denied claims he was planning to oust Prime Minister Keir Starmer after reports suggested a possible leadership challenge following this month's budget. UN officials have warned that South Sudan's humanitarian crisis could reach catastrophic levels if international support wanes as violence and displacement surge across the country. Egypt's first phase parliamentary vote count began on Tuesday after 2-day polling in 14 governorates. High turnout was recorded for 1,281 candidates. The results will be announced by November 18. Iraqis voted on Tuesday in parliamentary elections, with Prime Minister Mohammad Shia al-Sudani seeking re-election for 329 seats amid low turnout and Sadr's boycott. Preliminary results are due on Wednesday. India and Sri Lanka have come together to celebrate Sanskrit as a shared civilizational legacy at the week-long Bharat-Sri Lanka Sanskrit Mahotsav in Colombo. The Mahotsav was inaugurated by High Commissioner of India Santosh Jha and Sri Lanka's Deputy Minister of Education and Higher Education Dr. Madhur Senavirathatna. Week-long Bharat-Sri Lanka festival celebrates Sanskrit as a timeless language of wisdom, harmony and knowledge. Meanwhile, India and Sri Lanka have agreed to extend the framework for implementing high-impact community development projects in Sri Lanka through Indian grant assistance for another 5 years. The MOU was signed in Colombo by India's High Commissioner Santosh Jha and Sri Lanka's Finance Secretary Dr. Harshana Surya Peruma. Formation of Dutch government in deadlock after a mediator appointed to bring parties together failed to suggest a majority group in parliament. Hundreds protested in Serbian capital Belgrade against a plan to tear down former army headquarters to make way for luxury hotel complex, a project linked to US President's son-in-law. A Sarmiento line train derailed in Buenos Aires, Argentina, leaving multiple people injured and disrupting service for several hours. Malaysian and Thai authorities resumed searches on Wednesday for dozens of missing Rohingya migrants after their boat capsized near the border, with death toll exceeding 30 and 14 rescued amid harsh seas. Tanzania's 13th parliament convened on Tuesday following a contentious general election that has fueled nationwide protests and raised concerns over democratic processes. All right, we are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News on DD India.
This week on Defence Dynamic, we decode why for India a unified rocket force is no longer an option but a strategic necessity, which Asian navies are redefining the undersea power balance in the Indian Ocean, and why Pakistan's Hangoor-class submarine may not be the game changer it's claimed to be. We break down India's engine dream as Defence Minister calls to build jet engines in India by Indians and on Indian soil. And in my take, how the Russia-Iran railway corridor is redrawing the map of Eurasian geopolitics. Catch the sharpest insights on power, posture and strategy this Wednesday at 8 p.m. IST only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. Typhoon Fung Wong, after claiming 27 lives in Philippines, has weakened to a tropical storm and is set to graze southern Taiwan on Wednesday. Weakened tropical storm Fung Wong, swirling in the South China Sea, is forecast to graze southern Taiwan near Kaohsiung today, causing floods, along with more than 8,300 evacuations before Pacific entry. The typhoon has brought record downpours, unleashed floods in places, flooding more than 1,000 homes in the harbour town of Suao. Meanwhile, people in the Philippines are wrangling with the devastation left by Typhoon Fung Wong, which has left 1.4 million displaced. India Met Department has predicted light to moderate rainfall and thunderstorm over Tamil Nadu on Wednesday. Light to moderate rainfall and thunderstorm is also likely over Kerala and coastal Andhra Pradesh on 17th and 18th November. The National Weather Agency has predicted cold wave conditions over the state of Madhya Pradesh on Wednesday. Similar cold wave conditions have also been anticipated to prevail in isolated pockets over Haryana, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan from Wednesday to Saturday. The National Weather Forecast also anticipated shallow to moderate fog conditions over the northeastern regions of India during next 5 days. According to India Met Department, no immediate significant change is likely in minimum temperatures over the country. Unpublished scripts by late Japanese animator Isao Takahata revealing early glimpses of his humanistic storytelling have been found at his home. Cape Town's Lanka bicycle hub is turning cycling into a tool for climate action and social inclusion as COP30 focuses on sustainable solutions. Christmas fever is taking over the mood as shopping malls across Hong Kong have unveiled dazzling Christmas displays and immersive light shows to attract holiday shoppers. France's oldest dated house in Cluny, built 1091 and restored by architect owner Jean-Denis Salvic from ruin, now features a charming second-floor holiday cottage blending medieval and modern elements. A recent government survey revealed approximately 1.5 million South Koreans experience social isolation, with 3.3% reporting no social network or support system. The Forever Is Now exhibition has returned to Egypt's Giza pyramids, showcasing contemporary artworks from around the world. Innovation shines at Lisbon's Web Summit as dancing robots and AI startups take center stage amid global debates over the future of artificial intelligence. Guitars, stage outfits and rare collectibles from rock band The Rolling Stones' early years will go on sale in December, expected to fetch up to $1.3 million. Germany's ski mountaineering team is training in the Australian Alps ahead of sports Olympic debut at Milano Cortina 2026. With 9.51 carat blue diamond known as the Melon Blue was sold for $25 million at a Christie's auction in Geneva, exceeding all the initial expectations. Labubu dolls stole the spotlight during a London shopping live stream as AliExpress brought China's Singles Day shopping frenzy to the UK, with the collectible Pop Mart figurines driving a surge in toy sales. King Charles and Queen Camilla host a reception at Windsor Castle honouring veterans of the Pacific Campaign on Remembrance Day's 80th VJ Day anniversary. In a lucky encounter, a 61-year-old windsurfer in Western Australia narrowly survived a suspected shark attack that left a massive bite mark on his board but no injuries. British multinational retailer Marks & Spencer is overhauling its global supply chain to double online fashion and home sales, focusing on efficiency after recovering from a major cyber attack. A startup in Uganda's Kampala is transforming discarded cow horns into stylish, eco-friendly eyeglass frames, making vision care more affordable while turning waste into wearable art. American pay television channel FX has renewed the sci-fi horror series Alien Earth for a second season, with production set to begin in London in 2026 following a successful debut filmed in Thailand. Pop star Sabrina Carpenter is set to headline and produce an untitled Alice in Wonderland-inspired musical for Universal Pictures, marking her first major studio film role. Pixar unveiled the first Toy Story 5 teaser trailer, introducing frog-shaped smart tablet LilyPad voiced by Greta Lee and Tim Allen, reprising Woody and Buzz for the June 19, 2026 release. Til Schweiger and Splitsvilla star Charlie Gillespie have joined Cal Penn and Boo Boo Stewart in Contra, a high-stakes underground chess thriller marking Trisha Mann Cooper's directorial debut. Michael B. Jordan will receive the Icon Award at the 2026 Palm Springs International Film Awards on 3rd January for his dual role as twin brothers in Ryan Coogler's acclaimed horror hit Sinners. Rajkumar Rao completed filming for Nikam, the Ujjwal Nikam biopic, sharing an emotional handwritten note from the direction team lauding his graceful, honest portrayal. The trailer of Gustakh Ishq, starring Vijay Verma, Fatima Sana Sheikh and Naseeruddin Shah, has been unveiled, offering a poetic glimpse into a tale of love, art and heartbreak. A Superman spin-off series titled DC Crime is in development at DC Studios and HBO Max, described as a true crime-style docu-series hosted by Jimmy Olsen, played by Skylar Gisondo from James Gunn's Superman. DC Studios is developing a V for Vendetta TV series for HBO, with Pete Jackson writing and James Gunn and Peter Safran serving as executive producers. The adaptation follows the iconic dystopian tale of rebellion and political resistance. Martha Bergman's European drama L'Enfant Bélier trailer is released ahead of its world premiere at the 2025 Cairo Film Festival. The film follows migrants Sarah and Adam as they try to reach England. India clinched 2 more silver medals at the Shooting World Championship in Egypt. Pair of Samrat Rana and Isha Singh won silver medals in 10-meter air pistol mixed team shooting event. Meanwhile, Aishwarya Pratap Singh Tomar won silver medal in men's 50-meter rifle 3 positions event. India's Lakshya Sen advanced to the second round of Japan Masters, a BWF World Tour Super 500 event on Wednesday. India's assistant coach Ryan Tendush Khate confirmed on Wednesday that informed wicketkeeper batter Dhruv Durrell will play the opening test against South Africa in place of all-rounder Nitish Kumar Reddy. Australian pacer Josh Hazlewood is cleared for the first Ashes test, scheduled to begin on November 21st after undergoing an assessment for a hamstring issue. However, fellow New South Wales pacer Sean Abbott has been ruled out of selection for the Perth opener after scans confirmed a moderate-grade hamstring injury. Former England captain Ian Botham raised questions on Tuesday about the team's lean Ashes preparations and whether the players will be ready to take on entire nation backing Australia's bid to retain the urn. Former Indian fast bowler Venkatesh Prasad has officially declared his candidacy for the president of Karnataka State Cricket Association. In Chess World Cup in Goa, all 5 Indian chess players, including Grandmasters Arjun Erigesi and Ramesh Babu Pragyananda, drew their opening games in the 4th round. As part of the build-up for the 2026 Glasgow Commonwealth Games, the King's Baton Relay was unveiled in presence of India's Sports Minister and British High Commissioner to India in New Delhi on Tuesday. In tennis, Carlos Alcaraz battled to victory over Taylor Fritz at the ATP Finals as he moved 1 win away from securing the #1 ranking for the second time this year. Meanwhile, Italy's Lorenzo Musetti beat Alex de Minaur 7-5, 3-6, 7-5 in a dramatic group stage encounter. In soccer, Lamine Yamal was released from Spain's squad ahead of their World Cup qualifiers against Georgia and Turkey after treatment on a groin injury. Argentina's captain Lionel Messi said he doesn't want to be a burden to his national team at the 2026 World Cup, but hopes to be fit and contribute to team's title defense in the United States, Canada and Mexico. Portuguese superstar Cristiano Ronaldo on Tuesday said that next year's FIFA World Cup would be his last as he winds down one of the all-time great careers. Well, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.